We are live, I guess. Yes, we are live. Upgraded the camera and mic +1. I was playing it again, so we will just do it a bit. With the easy to do this.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put my best to see this piece of junk. Should have built it to turn too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
A tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Let's need to check something out. Wait. Okay, this is me, I guess. Oh, I have the Top Gun Maverick DLC. I see. I'm gonna use this. What? Never mind. I'm gonna use this again. Manage which one available. What is this? Light Bliss. Okay, let's install it. Salty.
Squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
In case if someone is wondering, I'm using this to play me.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage 2.
Main squadron, head to runway.
Trigger.
Column squadron, take off. Link to Skyshipper. Hurry, Mage squadron.
I'm just gonna change one setting.
Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Got it.
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight.
Ooh. Ilufai gitu એટલે ઈચ્છા
That harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our
Oh,
radars
this is
hard in the last
cool.
attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, I'm your man.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
This is not that agile. It's clunky plane છે થોડો. But if it works, it works.
Fox 2! Fox 2! They're way overhead.
Why? This is so cool.
Target confirmed down.
Nice.
Mage 2.
Okay, that was
Mage
cool.
2. Targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
અચ્છા બતાવું તને ઉભી રહે કેવી રીતે મરાય છે.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. That's it. It's pretty good and simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base and we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart. Got you now. Firing.
Locked.
Breaking hostile line. Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. We've still got half our baggage. Emptying up on hangars and runways.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload.
Okay, this is the top speed, I guess. Yep.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that. One remaining.
Mage
Yeah, I
2, keep
missed
your
it, I
focus.
guess.
You
Yep.
got this. Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Wait. What the fuck? What are you doing now?
On his tail.
Nice.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Mage 2, Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones?
Okay. Oh, replay भी आएगा. Nice.
Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage. Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time. Roger that. Go for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, not for wingman. That's what it means to be in the moment.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the
भाई नहीं
open
मरा था
blows.
कोई क्या
That means
ये नीचे
successfully retaliating was very
DNS सर्वर चेंज करवाने से ना घरનું તે મૈથા કર કોઈ તો નહીં. અરે ની દોસ્તાર પૂછતો હતો કે ભાઈ ની મળે આજે એમ.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
2 मिनट हाँ मैं आई हुआ मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम जोता चला
Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
બીજા સર્વર પર બેહેલો છે લાઈવ કર્યા કરતો છે
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic.
પેલા કોણ કરતા એવું વોર વર્લ્ડ વોર માં બી કરી દેતા કોઈ
કંટ્રી ને નામ નહીં ખબર પણ હા ભાઈ કરેલું તો ખરું કોઈ
હા તે
બતાવવા હારું કે ભાઈ આટલા બધા પ્લેન છે પણ એમાંથી ખાલી 2 પ્લેન ફંક્શનલ 2 કે 3 જ ફંક્શનલ હતા ભગવાન ઇન્કમ થયેલી તો એને કે શેર
Erusea has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns.
ગરમ જાગતો છે હજુ
Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire
અચ્છા હા કે મારું પેલું ચાલુ હોય ત્યારે કોઈ ડિસ્કોર્ડ પર કોઈ આવે તો ખબર નહીં પડે મને
The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered
स्ट्रीमर
You
मोड चालू
reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming
चलो
in
गुड
from
नाइट
Schofield Plateau
गुड नाइट भाई
to
गुड
stop
नाइट
any interference with the Allied ground
ગુડ
troops.
નાઇટ.
The enemy has deployed several
એ તો
vehicles
જોવા જ આવે
and
જ્યારે બી અમે
radar
બેહેલા હોય ને
units.
મેનીરો
You
આવે
can destroy them.
જોઈ પછી જતી રહી.
They should not pose much of a threat.
જોવા જ આવે ઇનકી
However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support.
કે ગ્રાઉન્ડ
If
પર
that
વધારે છે
happens,
ને ઓકે
fight
એ
them off
રીતનું
swiftly
વેપન
and
લેવી
establish
પડશે તો
air superiority.
મિશન પ્રેપ આ પ્લેન ને લેવાનો હવે CFA નોઝ ફેરાતું ચોદું જેવું પ્લેન હાવ મોર લાઈક વેપન એની એર ટુ ગ્રાઉન્ડ કોનું વધારે છે લાવો હાઇપર વેલોસિટી એર ટુ એર ગાઇડેડ પેનેટ્રેશન બોમ્બ ઓકે લાવો હા આજ જોઈતા છે મને કોપીરાઇટ નહીં લાગે તો સારું તો પછી મારે સોંગ મ્યુઝિક બંધ કરવું પડે હજુ બધી લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ તો ચાલતી છે એટલે આઈ ડોન્ટ થિંક લાગેલું કોપીરાઇટ નહીં ચાલતી છે હજુ લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ તો
ચાલુ છે અમે જોતો જ છે.
હા કેટલું જોતો જ છે ને બરાબર
ડબલ ડબલ આવે ને જબરજસ્ત.
શું કે
અરે આપણે ડિસ્કોર્ડ પર વાત કરતા છે ને અમારા લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમમાં 2-3 સેકન્ડ પછી આવે એટલે
હા મસ્ત હવે પ્લેન લાગતું છે આ તો अरे यार हम तेरे में कहीं नहीं चल आज मैं इवेंट दे रहा है क्या मैं चल काला आओ दे Oi.
Enemy will crash in a residential area. Just worry about staying alive for now.
Nice.
All right, this base is worth destroying.
Locked on target. I hope they withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Missile connected. 5 targets remaining.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
What the fuck? How do you?
Keep your mind focused.
Oh, oh, oh.
4 targets remaining. Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. All transports have been destroyed, but carried.
Nice.
3 targets remaining.
તારી બેનનો મેઘ જોતો ઉભો રહે ઓસડીના ચલ કાલે આવજો માને ડ્રોન હટ
શું કરે?
ડ્રોન્સ
What happened? Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look,
મારી કઈ બચો છે ચલો
well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Yeah.
Drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are
બસ
drones.
અટાક કરતા નીકળી ગયા સાઈડથી
Column 1, get the ladder. Destroy all enemy
મિસાઇલ બનાવતા છે મારી ક્યારના ચલ કાલે આવજો
Wish they give us a bit more warning.
Targeting gun range.
Column Squadron, surround them.
આ બીજા બધા છે તે રિયલ પ્લેયર્સ છે કે પછી?
નહીં 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 ટીમમેટ્સ ગેમમાં આવે છે NPC
ઓકે ઓકે
રમાય ઓનલાઈન બી પણ પેલું એકબીજાને મરાય એમ
3 enemies to go.
કંપેની રમાય હાથે એમ
બરાબર. ટીમ હાથે નહીં રમાય.
હા આજે હમણાં એ રમતો છે સ્ટોરી તે નહીં રમાય ટૂંકમાં
બરાબર.
Device formation in the clouds.
Column 2, the enemy's reading you.
ભાઈ કેટલી એજિલિટી મારાથી કીપઅપ નથી થતું હવે ફાસ્ટિંગ થઈ જવાનું આમ તો
Moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The icy melts.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
Too good. Just 2 more.
ચલ કાલે આવજો
Any casualties?
નહીં નાખે આ
Box 2.
That's a miss.
એક જ બાકી છે કે?
સાલો ભાગે બહુ ફાસ્ટ ને તેમાં 20 અને
Targeting range of guns.
So, drones don't feel the GeForce, huh? Take them down one at a time.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
યસ.
RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Our target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
क्या अभी आओगे?
Civilians and no damage.
But, any aircraft shot down could...
Have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target eliminated.
क्या है ये मेरे को वो दिखाए थे?
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun. Target destroyed.
आज उन्हें हम कौन ट्रेन होता था ये कौन?
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Next mission. Two-pronged strategy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft.
मैं air-to-air weapons ले लूँगा, but
Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal
आज भी हम पतंग ही हो. Aerial Arsenal ship.
However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces.
Literally पतंग ही हो रही
If
है.
that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP.
एक मिनट
Good
छोड़ दे.
luck out there.
अरे आओ है that's अलावा. हाँ जो तने एक वो खेलचोई की प्लेन बताऊँ जो. आने अभी नहीं. हाँ नहीं आए अभी रखा ये. अब एक वो है एक प्लेन में जो वो घेंचू भी दिखाई. आई भाई तुझे अरे वो नागो प्लेन भाई रेल गन में वो छूटे अंदर थी. ખાલી કેમેરાથી જ દેખાય બહાર.
हाँ खतरनाक. अरे मैं यूट्यूब स्टूडियो खोलने બેહેલો પેલું GTA ત્યારે કરલું તે સ્ટ્રીમ કોપીરાઇટ આવેલું.
કેમ કોપીરાઇટ આવી ગયું?
અરે મ્યુઝિક પેલું અંદર વાગે કે નહીં ગાડી ચલાવે ત્યારે.
હા એટલે
અત્યારે જોયું તે કાઢતો હતો.
આપણે નો વાપરીએ હા આપણે આ વખતે નિહારવું હોય તો પછી બદલી કાઢા.
સારું દેખાતું છે એમ તો ચાલવામાં કેવું હોય તો જોઈએ.
નહીં સ્ટેટ્સ તો સારા હતા. અરે એની મેઇન પેલી સેકન્ડરી વેપન કેવી છે તે એની તો મારે મેઇન મિસાઇલ થી મારવા પડશે બધા એનિમીઝ.
બરાબર.
ને પેલી મશીન ગન આવે તે. Aircraft carrier to launch.
Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet, wild, and do dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hit is out.
કેટલી મિસાઇલ છોડવાનો? હિટ કરી લેવાનું. Sure. હું નીકળ્યો મારા નીચેથી. આખા થ્રસ્ટર ખસતા ગયા હતા.
Shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear. I haven't even
Patang ay mo patang.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
We're just waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey. They're after me.
Chaff and flares depleting. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Mage 2, missile away.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report. Ship Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Gold 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Where's that report? Continue to maintain area superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Starkeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
हाँ एरोप्लेन
हाँ aeroplane.
Skeleton 2 lost.
जबरदस्त.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately. Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
อันนี้พี่ปาขวานจุดที่ไทย
Shoot down
nice.
those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
copy that. Returning home.
Mage 2, missile launch.
That boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing. That's it, Trigger. Their machines don't show any mercy. Getting a little tight.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, and hang in there and come back safe.
Yowza. Target eliminated. Good work.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's
Got it,
bogey.
got it.
Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
ఆకలిస్తుంది.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Technique. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
Brody, break off. Not on my watch. Good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. We can eat.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Ammunition 0.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to carrier. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. 1,500 to carrier. Lower your speed. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Eliminate. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys. One of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him off sight. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Fox 2.
Don't let those jerks steal your kill.
Mage 2, behind you.
Grand 3, bailing out.
Gargoyle Squadron, chase him down.
Gotta break! Breaking! Breaking! I'm hit! I'm lost control! Careful, there's a real demon in there. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move. You're in a 9G turn.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
अच्छा यहाँ भी पहुँचवाना ओके लेट्स गो हार्ट ले ऑन हो रही है लाइट प्लस कहीं नहीं चाहिए
Operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Okay.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
अरे यार
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
गयो नहीं
I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Page 2 locked. Page 2 target destroyed.
जाल में निकाल के प्लेन
Page 2 missile launch. Half of the SAM sites are down. Page 2 target down. Target down. Nicely done.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron,
One remaining.
Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off.
That's enemy back came.
Take off. Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Gold 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Column 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up. Lockdown hostile.
Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger. Locked. Orders on a fire warning. Yes, sir. He's an old timer. Has no clue what UAVs are used. Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight. Can't let you have all the
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Cargo 1, where's the signal? Cargo Squadron, stand by for my order. What about the lighthouse? I need the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Quiet like on duty. Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Rivals 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Gargoyle Squadron,
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
लेकिन पहुंचवा नहीं देता वो टावर लेकिन
Figured, but why weren't we informed? The IU and K coordinate between branches as usual. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
One input scored. Evacuate with 75 seconds. The elevator's wind break surface crash. Running more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send it up this way. I'm sorry. Can Mr. Harley? Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Lock acquired.
भाई काला बढ़िया गुड नाइट
चल मेरा हो गया
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
Surviving at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take it down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
One has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mates 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.